And I'm back. Let's get back to it.
In battle.
I urge you, as long as you...
Okay. Something's gonna go fly my way. I already see it. Just shoot. I can't use it myself as always, so let's get rid of it. Not even close. Nope. Don't. That is not allowed. Why are there so many of them? It was clear I was gonna die there, but I didn't know what to do. There was 4 of them on a spot. The fuck do you want me to do? I mean, I could just ignore them, but that's boring. Now, does the ballista respawn? I don't actually remember if it does. Probably does. Yep, sure does. That's a pretty weak fortification for a bridge like that. I can do better than that. It's disappointing actually. are those iframes? Excuse me. Ah, fuck. That's a problem. Okay, new perfume bottles. One of you guys is bad enough. Why did you just stand there when your body got slaughtered? What was that? Okay. Perfume bottle remade into a weapon by perfumers of the realm of shadow. Attacks release perfume powder, produces sparks of fire. The crusade was a violent purge and the perfumers were not called dead to heal. Wait, it's a weapon? Wait, it's a weapon. It's a new weapon type. Perfume bottle is now a weapon type. Hold on, what? 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 I am really liking the fact that they added so many new weapon types. That's cool. I don't really remember old DLCs doing that all too much. I mean, they introduced like unique weapons, but function differently, but entire new classes of weapon? I don't know if DLCs of the other forms of games ever really did that. One of you. Okay. I know you shouldn't... I shouldn't... God counter you. What was that? God, yeah. Don't let him guard counter. Your shield does way more damage than your weapon. You turn into Radagon when you gut counter. It's interesting, I ain't gonna lie. fire coil. Oh yeah. Here I got the crafting techniques left by the Fire Knights who served Mesmer the Impaler. Details the art of wielding fire for the benefit of soldiers setting out to join the crusade. And this. Though the engraving upon the forehead is a Erdtree design, it is etched in gold, a small consolation to those forced to wage a war without grace or honor. And it's interesting. That shows one tree. There's no obvious second tree. So the second tree didn't... That one's not part of the Erdtree. Also, my theory right now is regarding the America or not America statues. These were of a different person. And when Mesmer did this crusade, he just cut off the heads so it would pass off as America. Even though the pose is different. That's my theory. Maybe I'm reading in too deep into the different pose, but it does seem weird. Let's get the base. It's very different design philosophy in this DLC than in the main game. The main game would never have all these tents be empty. Like, they would either be not accessible or they would have something in them. Or it would be obvious that there wasn't anything in them. Like, the camps that were like on the Altus Plateau and also in the Ionia. Oh, actually everywhere. But like, the tents there were open and you could see the crates in them. Like, there weren't this many closed tents that you go in and there's nothing in there. It was not really a thing in the main game. And both Mesmer. Serpentine cord-like ember. A remnant of Mesmer's flame, the symbol of the crusade. It continues to smolder as if crawling across the ground. What are you? About bleed-inducing breath. All about blood loss. Gain a buff when you inflict blood loss. Like that one talisman. That's the village. Oh, two of them? Not sure like that. One down. Blood Fiend's Fork. Inflicts blood loss, I would have never guessed. Weapon used by the Blood Fiends. 3 tines of carved bone spear the victim to provoke blood loss. A ritual implement for blood offerings to the Formless Mother. At times the Blood Fiends will spill even their own blood using these forks. Bats. You have a weird wing ornamentation. Yeah. Want to turn over wings so I can look at it. Okay, then no. That's a different one. That's the regular way. That one was already dead when I came. That one has like most flames on it, I'm guessing. Okay. Holy fuck. There's a stack of marker here, nice. You guys ever run out? I have patience. Now you're also throwing. Fuck. Stop. I can handle like one pot though, maybe two. 3 is a bit much. And at 5, we're just going insane. Stop. I frame backstabs are my only salvation. Oh, fuck. Okay. Finally, some quiet. Are these statues? Now, how about a grace? So there's 2 more map fragments available. Okay. Lots of coffins. And hello there. Bye bear. Hold on. That's a catacomb. I mainly just wanted a grace. Also, let me... do this. Wait. No, I went through here. So west should be the way forward, but I feel like I came from west. Hold on. Wait, this entire area is just for that catacomb. It's a funnel towards that catacomb. There's nothing. There's no other way forward. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait. One second. I have 200 K roots. Let's spend some of those. Let's buy 100 of each. Okay. Let's continue. It is an imp, it's just a very weird imp. What was that hopping? A 1? Man, the loot is weird in this place. That's a new trap. Goodbye, imp. Lizard greatsword. Is that what they're using? Peculiar weapon carried by imps. Greatsword smitten in the shape of a fork-tongued lizard. Strong attack allows the wielder to fire the forked tongue from the blade. It is a unique greatsword. What the What the fuck am I? What am I looking at? That's a great design. I see. You're not hidden. Yellow Forger Bloom. Blossoms in the realm of shadows, underground grave sites, and places struck by lightning. Yellow lightning's essence. Isn't most lightning yellow in this game? Record of crafting techniques of the ancient dragon knight, who followed Godwin's golden knights into the realm of shadow. That's a bunch of information from a cookbook. So what do we know from that? Godwin was still alive, likely, when they went into the realm of shadows. His golden knights were part of the invasion here, and ancient dragon knights followed them. Meaning it's between... I assume the follow is not stealthily, but they went with them. And that means that this invasion takes place between Godwin's assassination and the dragon war ending. I put these things a little bit into a timeline. Or it could be that there's two invasions. One of Mesmer and one of Godwin. Yeah. It's two like crusades. Whatever you wanna call it. No. Is there a pointer going on top? I think there is. There's something up top. Jesus Christ, that is a cat. That's something new for the imps. Why are you here? Jesus. Jesus Christ, man. No, I didn't mean to. Fuck. This goes down. Well, that's curious. So probably that's the way forward then? Gets me back here. Okay. I want to see what's over here first. Only want one of you actually. Okay, that's good enough. Ouch. Ouch. Your shield does so much more damage than the weapon. It's really funny. I never think that would hit me. Then it does, then I'm surprised. God damn it. I'm out of flask actually. This brings me up here. Is there any point to writing this up? Can I write this up? There is. Okay. Cool. But that's a long description. The Black Knights were the primary force of Mesmer's army. Their first leader was Andreas, a man endowed It's a very mundane name. A man endowed with great strength and command over the powers of the Crucible, and whose spirit in these ashes dwells. Though he remained a devout follower of Mesmer after his flight from the Erdtree. Another interesting detail. He would rebel after learning of his liege's serpentine nature. His righteous stand was rewarded with imprisonment in an underground tomb. Now, my hope is when I go down the elevator, the boss room will be right there, and there will be a stake in front. I will die once and then I'll do the boss. Then I don't have to go through all the enemies again. If that isn't the case, I'm fucked. It's a big catacomb. There's nothing below. Only shadow. There's a stake. That's a good sign. There's enemies. But the stake is active here. Okay, for a change, I'm happy that the stake isn't right at the boss. So I really need it. Ouch. Still going? This is a large catacomb. Oh fuck. That is a funny attack. Please, the steak. Please, the steak. It's so weird. You hit the ground sometimes with this weapon. It's like you're hitting a wall, but you're hitting the ground. Okay, I realize how stupid that sentence sounds afterwards. I hope you get what I mean. That's the same effect as hitting a wall, but we're hitting just the ground. Which is weird. Okay. They ricochet. Just kind of funny. I just heard that last second. It's one giant one. You're kidding. Game, you are an asshole. I hope you know that. I respect it, but you're still an asshole. That doesn't change. It's just because it's clever. That simply does not change. There's the ladder, but what is here? More view. And more view. What did I get stuck on? There's more slimes. Don't even bother. I don't have to kill these fucks. They have a lot of health. Maybe like this weapon does better. Slightly. Wait. Ah, that's decent. Right. Um, hold on. That's why it's good. You go forward, I think. And another one. And another elevator. God damn. How deep does this shit go? I think we're finally at the end. There's another stake here as well. Good. Okay. Well, I have 6 glasses. Let's see how this goes. Death Knife. You're in the wrong game, man. But that is Godwin. So he has spread to here. Okay, special is a bad idea. What? Okay. Please, for the love of God, Stake of America, this fucking catacomb is the size of a legacy dungeon. God. Stop. Fuck. Okay. This is for a catacomb and insanely hard boss. Okay. This isn't a normal catacomb either, so I guess that makes it. This is where the entrance is. This is where I am. I'm across. I went so far, and that's only in one direction. It's not like this entire catacomb just went in one direction. God! This is massive, this thing. Okay, when he takes the sprint stance, I gotta be careful. He's just healed himself back up with my HP. Okay. Okay. I need more stamina region for this guy. This in some ways feels like a Dark Souls 3 boss. It feels like with this DLC they did not give a shit. they just did not give a shit about like rules they were following before, and they said, okay, let's do what we want to do. I need more stamina. Damn it. That is actually hard to dodge for such a massive grab attack. That is way too hard to dodge. I feel like an attack with that effect needs to be way more easily avoided. Oh, you can backstab it. Stamina. Okay. People are gonna be mad about the difficulty in this DLC. I can already tell. People are gonna be so mad. Alright, people are mad, but so far I have not noticed it since I've stayed away from any and all discussions that way. to see if backstabs are a consistent tactic. Honestly, yeah. Backstabs could be. Fuck! Okay, I'm getting it though. I'm getting it. I'm getting this boss. He doesn't actually have that many moves, and you just gotta keep calm and keep dodging him. And also backstabs help. Drink that. Okay. I'm one hit. It's not great. Let's just say. Yeah. That's the one attack where I'm not sure what to do. Yet. Maybe jump it? Just, I was gonna say just kill me, but actually no, don't. Because I want my runes. Honestly, now kill me. Honestly, this is a really fun boss. It's just that the DLC operates under different rules. A boss like this in a catacomb in the main game would be like, what are you doing here? Why is a boss this fleshed out in a catacomb? This would be suitable as like the first boss of a legacy dungeon, a la Red Wolf, Godskin Noble. Gold free. This would be totally suitable as one of those. In the DLC it's in a random catacomb. Although, maybe it's not a random catacomb. Maybe it's the only catacomb, maybe it's a special catacomb, I don't know. Because it was very long. It had some stuff in it that I haven't seen before. The question becomes, is that are those things gonna be unique things, or are they is there gonna be a bunch of catacombs that all have these things? That sort of worked for the first swing. Alright man, that's some input reading going on there, but it's alright. Gives you enough time. To dodge even with the input reading, then it's fine. The backstab animation without giving me the backstab, and now it gave me that backstab instead? Okay, sure. I'll take that trade deal. Whatever. Death Knight is a very direct name though for FromSoft. I think I got him now. Got him! Death Knight's twin axes. And Crimson Ember Medallion +3. By the utmost. They didn't have a word for more than whatever +2 was. Basti didn't have a word higher than Basti, so they had to reformulate it. Refer to Godwin's inner circle of distinguished golden knights. Well, it makes sense. Godwin's right there. There he is. What else? Death Knight's twin axes. Golden war axes of the Death Knight. A pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands. Crackers with lightning, the power of Capital's ancient dragon quote. The knight, once the personal guard of Godwin, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver's surrogate. Isn't? Thank you. Surrogate is a substitute. So a substitute for the cadaver of the Prince of Death. That's curious. That is somewhat curious. From a low stance, the body is transformed into a bolt of lightning and charges straight ahead at full growth speed. Strong attack performs the lightning charge spinning slash. It's cool. Like I like the fact that they are adding so many unique weapons in this. That is really cool. Like this one, I'm guessing it's mostly a normal axe, but it's still unique in the sense that it's one weapon with two axes, meaning you have basically power stancing as the main attack, and you have the advantages that you can block with it. Which, even though it's not a huge thing, it still makes the weapon unique, so pretty cool. Okay. Dude, look at this. Look at how far this is. This distance is more than the diameter of this entire legacy dungeon I went through. And that's a catacomb! What the fuck? It's so massive. Okay. That catacomb was massive. I think it took me... How long did it take me to just to do that catacomb? I think like 45 minutes at least. Maybe an hour? What? Alright then. I wanted to try out the Great Katana that I found. That's a new weapon type. Where is it? There. Great Katana. I can easily wield it. I wanted to try that out. That is a great katana. Holy shit. That's big. That's a long one. That's what she said. Yeah, it's normal smithing. That's what I guess. Does it have? It has the Ash of War on it already. Okay. That's 24. I want to keep the Ash of War in it, but I kind of want to... For one, that's better. Two, maybe blood. 99 blood loss buildup is not bad. Or frost. Actually, frost looks sick. It is split damage, obviously, but like, let's do frost. Okay. I've now been playing this DLC for I don't know exactly what amount of time I went in. I think like 25-ish, 26-ish. Definitely over 10 hours. And this is what I've done. This. I wanted to see if I can get anywhere here before I go into the big castle. I went up here, north, let's look south. That was my plan. Okay, we can go up or into the valley. Let's go into the valley first. For what is this? You know, I didn't expect this weapon to be that fast. I thought it would be much slower considering how big it is, so I swung in advance, and I was wrong. It's actually still decently fast, even though it's like the size of me. Like, look at this thing. This is bigger than me. That is a very different moveset from the standard katana, though. Very different. The stab looks slightly weird. Yeah, it looks like it. It's just, look at the size of this thing. It's bigger than me. I thought it would be slower. Much slower. Like, it's not that much slower than a normal katana. Why do I have a normal katana? There's a Uchi. Compare that to this. That's not much difference. That really isn't much difference. Well, it's like twice the size and twice the width. So it should weigh like 4 to 5 times as much, at least. How much does it weigh? 9 weight is not reasonable for the size of this thing. Look. Look. That... It looks like a cool weapon type, actually. It's just... that weight does not make sense compared to 5.5 for the Uchi. The size of this thing. This is the size of a greatsword. This is straight up the size of a greatsword. Where do I have a greatsword to compare? Not like the greatsword, because the greatsword is actually not a greatsword type weapon, which... Thanks, Miyazaki. But like... Take like Otto with his greatsword. It's not quite as wide, but it's much longer. Yeah, I've mostly been using the new weapons. I've mostly been using the Curse Blade Cirque, which is a backhand blade. I've also used the Blood Beast Claw. Now the Great Katana, and I've used the wannabe Moonlight Greatsword for a while. Just switching through, trying out shit. I do find it cool that they added so many new weapon types. That's fairly unusual for FromSoft DLC. I really don't remember, like, Dark Souls 3 DLC adding any new weapon types. They added, like, new unique weapons, but not entire new weapon types. That feels like a new thing for DLCs, which is pretty cool. It's so uncanny though. It does not feel like you should be able to swing it that fast. It actually looks weird. Every time I'm caught off guard that it's this fast. Hey, they're fighting. What are they fighting? Oh, one of the soldiers. Holy fuck, there's a lot of these trolls. Is the soldier winning? These things get staggered too easily. Come on, you can do it. I believe. He is staggering them regularly. I can't see his health. Wait. They're not actually damaging each other, huh? Huh. Now they're damaging each other. I guess I wasn't close enough. He's getting slaughtered. Come on. Fight back at least a little bit. Oh! He's got a stagger. He blocked that. Nice. Another stagger. If only you could take the riposte. That would help him massively. I'll take that one in the meantime. Okay, they dealt with him. Whoa! They're synchrone! Nice job, guys. That was impressive. Good job. Good choreography. There's more fighting. Who's winning here? Oh, it's a more of a fair fight. It's not actually a 1v3 this time. Are you winning, sons? Those to the right could manage the troll, but the troll has a lot of HP compared to these guys. It honestly is crucial that the top ones don't die that easily, so it doesn't turn into a 4v2 at the bottom. And I think that is gonna happen. Yep. Hold on. Anything over here? Nope. That looks like a minor cave. Anything behind it? Nope. Ruined forged lava intake. Oh. Extension. By grace, if ever I see another rock, I shall find it. Of this I have no doubt. The altar of the forge cannot be found. Yeah. I was gonna say, if I ever see another rock, I'm gonna fucking murder the rock. No, he's looking for the rock to find it. Not quite. Now the question is lava more than a mild annoyance here, or is it still just a mild annoyance? His main game lava was the biggest joke lava in the history of video games. Hit them when they're weakest. Where they're weakest. Yes. I'm guessing the weakest is the obvious red gem in the back. Guessing that's the weakest. Holy fuck, what? I'm hitting them from behind though. Oh, maybe this? Oh, that's decent damage. Doesn't really feel like there's much difference to hitting them in the front though. Touch. No, that definitely is. It's like 3 times as much damage. I'll take that back. A smithing stone 1? I've always wanted a smithing stone 1 when I'm level 150 or something. Which most people are when they play the DLC. I always wanted a smithing stone. Why is it giving me smithing stone 1s? Seriously. What the fuck? And that's a lava. What were they called? Lava tier. They were called like silver tiers in the underground. There's another. Another smithing one, let's go! I was running low on them, I only have 198. Give me more. Why is it giving such trash loot in this DLC? Seriously? What is this? Why is the loot so garbage? You have to kill Moog to get into this DLC. You're not gonna be level 10. Why is it giving it smithing once? Or smithing 3, we've moved up. Hefty volcano pot. Well, I can guess what that does. Okay, that's a lot of bullshit. Also, fuck. 1 second, dude. Not gonna lie, weird enemy for this game. But alright. In general, I feel more and more it's gotta be a different team that worked in this DLC than the main game. Which isn't necessarily bad, but it's just there's so many fundamental differences in how things are designed. It's kind of hard to believe for me that the same people made both. I know the director wasn't Miyazaki, so I know at least that was different. Can't get behind you when you're in the corner. Okay. Why am I playing so garbage? What am I doing? All that for a somber 6, which I can buy infinite of. I mean, I would say I don't mind it as much. It's not really about the loot for me. It's about finding things. I never got disappointed when I got an item I knew I wasn't gonna use in the main game either. It's just funny to me that they give you smithing once. It's just weird. And singular smithing ones as well. I would understand it if they were like, okay, you will need some smithing ones to like upgrade new weapons you find. Let's give them like a bunch at once. But no, they give you one. What? One. You're gonna up the weapon to +1 here. And use that. I have most of my weapons at like +24 or +9, and that feels low. So you're not gonna walk around with +1. So what is a singular smithing stone gonna do for you? Smith script dagger. That's a throwing blade. That's also a new weapon type. How many new weapon types have I already found? That's a lot. Dagger engraved with the smith script. Reduced mass enhances the effects of the smithing arts, allowing this weapon to function as a throwing dagger for all attacks. Once thrown, the dagger instantly reappears in the wielder's hand. Throw armaments with a powerful spin, causing it to bore through foes. When using the skill, the armament can be thrown further than normal and also pierce through enemies. Well, the second part you already explained. Okay, so I have found light bow, perfume bottle, beast claw, that's just a spear. Some of us know spears. Great katana, backhand blade, and now throwing blade. 6 new weapon types. I feel like the main game had like 20. So 6 new by a DLC is like a lot. And there might be more. And needs 11 int and 11 faith. What is this bullshit? I'm one inch short. But by the way, I still have this on. I really don't need to have that on anymore. Sure, let's put that on. I could cross the lava. Just wanna see if there's something I missed before I do that. There sure is. Smithing once. Also, I'm sorry, I need to go for a second because I really need to take a shit. The pressure is actually building up real quickly. I really need to go. Hey, I'm back. Now you came and I was away. No, that's a difference. That is the opposite of what normally happens. Just lost a bunch of weight, so I feel pretty good. Okay, let's get back to it. How's your day been? I think I was right to look around first. Yeah. Yeah, I could have crossed, but I couldn't have gotten up there. This was certain. Is there anything down there? No. I'm gonna jump straight to here. No, I come back now, Bunny is gone. Feels bad, man. Perfectly avoided each other, even though I'm live. Now that's impressive. There's a ladder there. It's curious. There's a message over there. Anvil hammer. It's a colossal. Smithing out spears. Takes a ton of strength. Oh. It takes faith? 1 point and in for whatever reason. One of the treasures of the ruined forge is a tremendous hammer that incorporates as its head the red hot anvil of the forge. It actually does, yes. I didn't even process that. I didn't process the name anvil hammer. No, it's just an anvil on a stick. It is said that the anvil's shape is inspired by that of an altar, and that long ago it was indeed used as such in rite and ritual. Slam the red-hot anvil into the ground, sending up countless spears as it is pulled out. The spears disappear instantly. What's it look like? Where are my colossals? I can't wield it. That is an anvil on a stick. Oh. Oh. I misjudged that. Oh! I'm back at the beginning? I am. Oh. Um. Well, wait. There was no boss. I am missing a boss. Got any of them bosses? That would be the first dungeon without a boss, pretty sure. I don't think they would do that. Can't forget the smithing one. Oh, that's an anvil with a hammer. I just realized what that was. Um. Um. Huh? No, that's it. There's no boss. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. That is curious, though. Genuinely just no boss. That's a poison swamp. Festive breeze. Code's armament imparting a festive incantation that grants the wielder scant few wounds on landing attacks. The delightful festival is an old tradition, one old enough for the Erdtree to tacitly tolerate its endurance. Wait, what? Okay. That's a loud switch. Rat! One singular rat. Really again already? Could just tank the poison. Surely don't have much healing left. I don't know how long until the next race. That's a sealed spirit spring. Okay, so they're pretty obvious. I'm looking for like a column of rocks. Topple. That would be it. Talisman of the Dead. Is its potency of magma. Talisman depicting the dread dragon of the Jagged Peak, whose roars cause the peak's mountain fury to boil and churn. I think I know what the Jagged Peak is. This is potency of magma. Bale was the fall dragon's name. Was a terrible harbinger of destruction whose challenge to the ancient dragon lord ended in grievous mutual injury. Oh, lore why Plagiarism doesn't have all his head? Is your wound yet? Is your fury still yet to crest its zenith? Hurry, hurry, and lay it all to waste. Lay waste to the proud, the conceited, every wonder of that arrogant lord. I might have to go to the toilet again. I'm not feeling great right now. I don't want to take the spirit swing yet. I need to. What I want right now is a grace. Grace would be much appreciated. Like pretty sparse with them in this DLC, to be honest. It's not a whole lot. Oh, you. Okay, that gave me actually a lot of healing back. So we're good, Chi. Where does this lead? Healing back. Nice. Nope. You've got to be kidding me. purple lily. The purple water lily that is on the verge of wilting. Material used to guard the items grows in the blue flower field at the coast. Like a syrupy poison, its nectar lulls the imbiber into sweet, velvety sleep. Hefty poison pot, I can guess what that does. Finally a grace map. That is so confusing that the grace is there. That is actually so confusing, map-wise. I will definitely be confused looking at that later, being like, what is that grace? Or like just straight up teleport to it and wondering why I'm underground. That is super confusing. The grace is here, but it comes from here. Okay. Is there no way up there? Okay, but can you make that jump? Sure can. There's absolutely fuck all here. I would say this the DLC has a lot more like just empty small sections where I feel like the main game would put at least something. Okay. It's a lot more sparse with stuff. A lot more. Okay, so I don't think this can go any further in any direction here. And I really need to go to the toilet again. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I ain't gonna lie, I don't feel entirely well. I feel like something I ate yesterday didn't quite sit well in my stomach. But okay. Did Elden Ring crash? Elden Ring crashed. Fuck. I cannot tap back in. Okay. Alright. I don't think there's any way forward here, to be honest. Really does not seem like it. Okay. That's just the way back. Then I wanna go back and I wanna go to that hut and take the spirit spring up. Okay. My stomach is really killing me. Doesn't feel great. Does not feel great. There we are. Another spirit spring. Okay. Scuttle Altus. I went straight into a fog. Hold up with that. Now at the bottom here. Hefty rock pot. It's just rocks. It's just full of rocks. Okay. Is there a lobster down there? Nothing either. Dude, what the fuck? the mobsters. Nice. I have 250,000 runes. Spend those at least. I was once told a coffin could convey its passenger upon a gentle cruise to the velvet garden of deepest purple, or to slumber in such a paradise. I have a feeling I won't be streaming for much longer. I don't feel entirely well, and my voice is also starting to crack again, thanks Corona. Just to be clear, I might not convey it properly, but I am really enjoying this. I think there are some issues. Like, what is great about this DLC is the fucking environment design is out of this world good. Just immaculate. The enemy design is really good. The balance... just the enemy design itself, there's some really cool stuff in there. Right. And even the dungeons were pretty cool. Like the one legacy dungeon and also the two others we found were both really cool. The last one not having a boss was a little bit strange, but okay. I don't even mind it that much. It was just really confusing. I was like, I gotta have missed something. So that's really good. That's the great part of this DLC. And visually, it's also stunning. And also, I love that they introduced so many new things in terms of weapon types. There seemingly is now like perfect guarding. There's new like types of craft. There's so much new shit in here. It's all really cool. What is not so optimal about the DLC is the balancing is a little off. I think I get what they're doing. But like they might have balanced the entire DLC on one level. Hey, you're back. Just sharing my thoughts a little bit. And yes, I'm at 100 Fs. Hey, there he is. arriving at the same time. Kiss already. Just to summarize my thoughts, what I was saying before I came. I am really enjoying this DLC. I don't know about you, Motte. I am really enjoying it. The parts that are great are like the environment design is out of this world good. The landscape design, the environments, even like the level design is fucking great. The dungeons I found were really memorable and well designed. If maybe a little bit long, but honestly, there was so much stuff in there. I'm fine with it. The enemy design, there's some really cool shit in there. The new weapons, I love that there's so many new weapon types. Shit's really cool. And apart from that, there's also a lot of new shit in terms of like new craftables, and there's so much new shit. The two things that I'm like a little bit questioning is one, the balancing. For the balancing, I have a feeling what they've done. I'm not 100% sure balancing patch is gonna come. Because what they might have done is they blanket scaled the entire DLC on one level. That is higher than whatever you're arriving at. And they're basically saying, explore, find the upgrade materials to strengthen yourself, and then go and do the stuff that felt unbalanced before, and now it will feel balanced. I think that's what they were sort of going for, because all the like upgrade materials weren't really behind bosses. Like when I saw that you could like strengthen your damage and your defense, and also torrent and even your summons with items specifically for the DLC, I thought what that meant is when you beat a boss, you like get those materials to upgrade. No, they are just randomly around the place, right? At least so far, they've been randomly around the place. So I think they really balanced it to be too high. And then you, depending on how much you explore, it gets easier. I think that's the idea they were going for. So I'm not entirely sure they will balance patch it. I wouldn't bank on that. The other thing that I'm a little bit miffed about is there's a lot of nooks and crannies where the main game would have at least something there. Like, we talked about it before, the fact that the loot is whack in this DLC, I don't particularly mind it, because by the point you get in the DLC, you have most shit. The stuff you really care about is the new shit. I think it's fine to throw some smithing stones your way, some old ones. I find it a bit whack that you get dropped one smithing one. That is really funny. But I'm not even totally mad about that. What I am a little bit miffed about is sometimes there's an entire area of like the size of like this, what you can see here, basically this section, where there's just nothing. Where there's sometimes one enemy and no loot. That I feel like the main game didn't really have. Sometimes I'm like, I see the main path and there's like plateaus to the sides of it, and like the main game would have shit there and the DLC doesn't. That is a little bit disappointing. The exploration is still really fun, but I feel like there's a little bit missing that really could elevate it. I don't even really care if the items I find are good for me, if I care about them. It's just I want to find something, you know. There's so much value in just giving the player something, even if they don't end up using it. It still adds so much. I love, by the way light shifts here. Depending on like the day and shit. I'm fine with the cookbooks. I like finding the cookbooks, to be honest. There was one cookbook which has a massive amount of lore attached to it for no particular reason. Like, which one was it? By the way, I never looked at that one. That sounds cool. Okay, well, where was this? I think it was this one. Which, like, yeah, that one gave like a a massive amount of lore. But like, I'm fine with finding the cookbooks. I actually, those are some of the better loot, in my opinion. Even though... Yeah, I feel like this DLC, even more than the main game, banks on the idea of you finding like a section that feels too strong for you and going somewhere else and finding upgrade materials, which in this case are like these scooter tree fragments and the spirit ash, revered spirit ash. Those are the main things. That's what the main game was already built on, that, right? Where a lot of people went to market, got their shit kicked in, and then went somewhere else. But the DLC takes that to the extreme, where it really puts everything on like a difficulty pedestal until you find all this stuff. Again, this is just speculation. I don't know this for sure, but this is what I think they were going for. And the idea is also that, for one, it like avoids the issue that like Bloodborne, for example, had, where the DLC, as good as it was, and really it's still the best DLC FromSoft have ever put out, no doubt. But it kind of fucked over the final boss of the main game. The way, because you go straight into New Game Plus, right? It was even worse because of that. But if you just played normally, you ended up being so over leveled for the final boss that it became a joke, right? And so they were like, okay, let's make the scaling for the DLC separate from the main game. That's the idea. It's a brute force approach. I'm not, like I said, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. But I get what they were thinking. It's not illogical. It does make some sense, especially for an open world game like that, where, I mean, the biggest indictment on like the main game balancing was fucking Morgoth. Morgoth's a great fucking boss, but most people just smash him away in 2 hits. Because like, how do you balance Morgoth? In the main game, genuinely, like, there's not one balance you can have for Morgoth that fits all. It doesn't work. There's not one level you can put him at that really makes sense. If you do the minimal amount of just getting the 2 easiest ruins, which are like Godric and Vanala, and going straight to Morgoth, then he's balanced correctly. If you do anything else, he will be so easy. And like, they kind of wanted to sort of avoid that by blanket scaling everything to 1 difficulty and saying just, you find the upgrade shit and you do things when you feel ready. Alright. But okay, enough nerd game design talk. Is that death water? Did you find... Okay, I don't want to spoil you. I haven't encountered any more map fragments, so it makes you see the graces in the map. Have you encountered a World of Warcraft class as a boss? I'm gonna like phrase it very non-spoilery. Those are the only bosses so far, okay. Then I won't say anything. You mean the Mausoleum Knight, right? At the very beginning, there's one. Okay, this is not death water, you can stand it that. Yes, crap. Well, can I just say, this katana is ridiculous. Oh, hey. Hello. Let me just say one thing. This katana is fucking ridiculous. Not in terms of, oh, it's so strong or anything like that. Look at this thing. How massive it is and how fast I can swing it. It weighs... Just to give an idea, an Uchi weighs 5.5, while this thing weighs 9. You cannot tell me that this is less than twice the size of this thing. Look at the comparison. It makes no sense. And you can swing it like barely any slower. It is, the great katana class is actually a little bit ludicrous. Also, it's cool that there's another one of those, but let me find a grace. This is a little bit... Though I guess there's a grace up there. Yeah, exactly. Have fun. Have fun. That's a big goat. That goat can cast lightning. That... That's a tough goat. Holy fuck. That's the goat of goats. That's the goat of being a goat. What the shit was that? Still doesn't feel like water you could stand on, but okay, it is. Okay, where's that fucking massive goat? I will not take this lying down. Dude, that thing is a speed demon. Holy fuck. It's an actual speed demon. Look at him. Look at that. Look at the speed of that thing. Holy fuck, that is cool. That thing did not give a shit about the laws of physics. It just went for it. Those are roots. Probably of a certain big tree. It just fucking went for it. Okay. I think this is, by the way, the... There are more of these goats. Come here, goat. Does it just keep rolling? What's it doing? It is just rolling. That goat. Oh, fuck. When they told me I couldn't, I had to stop rolling, I laughed at them. I just laughed. That's a thing. It's a non-stop roly-poly goat. Dude, what the fuck? Holy fuck. Ah! What do you do? Genuinely, like, what do you do? What in the fuck? Okay, I got one idea. Come on. That is a hefty fire pot. Holy fuck. Wait. Where is it rolling? Whoa, I hit it. Actually got hit by the light. Oh, I still had that on. What? Fuck. Okay, I have no healing left. Damn it! Yo! But that didn't hit me. That didn't hit me. Okay. It's one more giant goat. And I've exterminated them all. What is that? It's just a gravestone. Whoa. That is a completely different vibe. Oh, that's cool. Dude, the environment design in this DLC is out of this world. God, that's cool. That is different. That is different from the other guy. Okay, Torn can definitely take more now. And those upgrades definitely did help. Yes, there's some. It's one bite. It's two. Mean to do that. One. There was this leg. Imagine if this thing could bleed. That would make no sense. Would be so funny though. I'm done. It eliminates all stamina consumption in mixed physic. Oh, interesting. That is an interesting one. Yeah, you gotta make it quick. That would be too much if it lasted for 3 minutes. I do wonder how quick, but who knows. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop here because I just don't feel entirely well. Decent place to stop, I think. Funnily enough, yesterday we stopped when taking down the furnace golem. Today we're stopping when taking down the furnace golem, so we're building up a tradition. Let's call it that. I played for like 13 hours, I think. 13, 14, something like that. The DLC. Although, an hour of that, at least, more like an hour and a half, was AFK in some way, shape, or form. But at least like 12 hours of gameplay. And I am enjoying it. I am very much enjoying it. This might be the last time to get Elden Ring content. I mean, there might be a sequel at some point in the far future, but I don't think anytime soon. And a sequel doesn't mean same quality of the game, so gotta save it. Feels good, man. See you tomorrow. I'll be back around noon again, probably. Right after I eat lunch. Same thing. See you then. Bye-bye.